Here are some fascinating facts about elk. Elk are one of the largest species of deer. Their scientific name is Cervus canadensis. They are closely related to other deer species such as moose, reindeer, and white-tailed deer. Male elk are called bulls, females are called cows, and the young are called calves. Bulls can weigh between 600 to 1,100 pounds, 270 to 500 kilograms. The average lifespan of an elk in the wild is 10 to 13 years. Elk are herbivores and primarily feed on grasses, leaves, bark, and twigs. During the breeding season, known as the rut, bull elk will bugle to attract mates. The bugle of an elk can be heard from several miles away. Bull elk have antlers that can reach up to 4 feet 1.2 meters in length. Antlers are shed and regrown every year. The antlers of a bull elk can weigh up to 40 pounds 18 kilograms. Elk are excellent swimmers and can cross rivers and lakes with ease. They are also capable of running at speeds of up to 45 miles per hour, 72 kilometers per hour. Elk have a distinctive light tan to reddish brown coat with a darker mane. Their winter coat is thicker and darker to provide insulation from the cold. Elk are primarily crepuscular, meaning they are most active during dawn and dusk. They are highly social animals and often form large herds, especially during the winter months. Female elk typically give birth to 1 or 2 calves in the spring. Calves are born with spots on their fur for camouflage. Elk are excellent jumpers and can clear obstacles up to 8 feet 2.4 meters high. They have a keen sense of smell and hearing, which helps them detect predators. Predators of elk include wolves, mountain lions, bears, and coyotes. Elk are known to migrate over long distances in search of food and suitable habitat. They are found in a variety of habitats, including forests, mountains, grasslands, and tundra. Elk are important to ecosystems as they help control vegetation through grazing. They are also prey for many carnivores, contributing to the balance of predator-prey relationships. Elk are highly adaptable and can thrive in a range of environmental conditions. They have been successfully reintroduced to areas where they were once extirpated. Elk populations have rebounded in many parts of North America due to conservation efforts. In the United States, elk are primarily found in the Rocky Mountain region and the Pacific Northwest. The largest elk populations in the world are found in the western United States and Canada. Elk are also found in parts of Europe and Asia, where they are known as red deer. The European elk is a separate species known as the moose in North America. Elk are important to indigenous cultures as a source of food, clothing, and spiritual significance. They have been hunted by humans for thousands of years for their meat and hides. Elk meat, also known as venison, is lean and rich in protein. Elk antlers are prized by hunters and used for decorative purposes. In some cultures, elk antlers are believed to have medicinal properties. Elk are depicted in many Native American myths, legends, and artwork. They are symbols of strength, endurance, and resilience. Elk are known for their agility and gracefulness, especially during the rut. Bull elk engage in ritualized fights during the rut to establish dominance and breeding rights. These fights can be intense and sometimes result in injuries or even death. The mating season for elk typically occurs in the fall. During the rut, bull elk will gather and defend a group of females known as a harem. Older, larger bulls tend to have more success in attracting mates. Female elk select mates based on the size and quality of their antlers, as well as their bugling displays. Elk are vocal animals and communicate using a variety of calls, grunts, and whistles. In addition to bugling, bulls also grunt and chuckle to assert dominance and communicate with other elk. Cows use a high-pitched whistle to locate their calves and communicate with other members of the herd. Elk have keen eyesight, which helps them detect predators and other threats. They are wary animals and will flee if they sense danger. Elk are known to form symbiotic relationships with birds such as magpies and ravens. These birds feed on insects and parasites that are found on the elk's fur. Elk are territorial animals and will defend their feeding and breeding areas from intruders. They mark their territory by rubbing their antlers on trees and shrubs, leaving behind scent markings. Elk are known to be curious animals and may approach humans if they feel unthreatened. However, it is important to maintain a safe distance and avoid disturbing them. Elk are protected by law in many areas to prevent overhunting and habitat destruction. Hunting regulations are in place to ensure sustainable harvests and healthy elk populations. Elk are monitored by wildlife agencies to track population trends and manage conservation efforts. They are susceptible to diseases such as chronic wasting disease (CWD) and brucellosis. Wildlife veterinarians and researchers study elk to better understand these diseases and prevent outbreaks. Elk play a crucial role in the cultural heritage of many indigenous peoples.